Hey, Scruffy. Not coming to the door tonight, huh? Yeah, it's okay. I'm still sick. I think my cough's getting worse. And I had a headache all day. So it was another cold night, but the day surprisingly warmed up. So we're getting some wide temperature differentials between the day and the night. Okay. So the sun came out today, and I think it felt kind of probably warmish if you're in the sun, which Scruffy likes to sunbathe, so probably felt good. I wouldn't know since I've been indoors all day. Indoor. So I can't seem to get rid of this headache. Probably should have took my temperature, but I forgot where I put my thermometer. I don't think I might have a slight fever, but I don't think it's out of line. I just had a headache all day. And yeah, I think my cough's getting worse. So during the night, yeah, it's getting chilly, so we're getting closer to freezing temperature. We're not quite there yet, but I think for the next week we're going to be kind of in a little bit above freezing, at least in the middle of the night. In the day, it surprisingly jumps 20-30 degrees. So it's kind of a wide range. So I don't know where Scruffy hangs out in the night. I didn't check last night, but the night before I shined a flashlight out here to see if I could find him. I was hoping he might be in the shelter, but he didn't seem to be there or on top of it. And yeah, he wasn't anywhere in sight, so I think, yeah, he might be going somewhere else for a shelter. He could be under the table, because there's a lot of junk under there. Oops. Not sure we're petting him, because he's too close to the chair. Whoa. Bad at me again. He did that last night. He punched my glove. Tonight was more of a swipe, but I didn't feel any claws. So I checked the footage from last night and didn't really see what set him off. So maybe I should have made him wait a little longer for pets again, but since he didn't swipe, or he didn't scratch, And he meowed a couple times. I'll resume for now. But if he does it again tomorrow, I'm going to wait longer. And if he does it twice, I'm going to go in. So right now, because I'm sick, I have a low tolerance. So Scruffy better be careful, because I'm not going to put up with this crap. So I wasn't originally going to give him rotisserie chicken scraps tonight, because I haven't thawed out the next bag, but I had some bones and other stuff I didn't pick clean very well, and so I actually ended up cleaning up picking off the scraps from the bones a little better, so I actually do have some scraps for him tonight. So tonight's dinner is a fresh can of meaty pate super supper, kibble, and the rotisserie chicken scraps. And I heated it up. So the can was fresh, so it's already room temperature. So it wasn't in the refrigerator, so it actually didn't need to be heat up, but I heated it anyway. So it's a little. I didn't heat it that long, probably only like 15 seconds in the microwave. So, and the rotisserie chicken scraps needed heating, and then the kibble's also in there, so it's not like it's gonna get overcooked or anything. But it's a little more than I normally do to the food, I think. So we'll see how fast he eats tonight. I'm gonna feed him a little early. I'm not feeling well. I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, let's get your food. So, let's see. I saw Scruffy, I think, on the table this afternoon. Didn't see him this morning, but he was, I think, waiting for me early at lunch. So I saw him sitting near the door. So I brought out his food a little earlier than normal. Hey, Scruffy. Sun's out. It's cold last night again. It's actually not so bad right now. That'd be worse. Again. Ready for some kibble? Yeah, you are. So in the daytime today, it was actually pretty nice looking. I wish I wasn't sick. I probably would have went out for a bike ride. I didn't check to see if the park had reopened. I think there's a good chance it did, though. But even if it didn't, the alternate route would have probably been pretty nice. Because yeah, the rain, I think it's pretty much stopped. My guess is the ground's probably starting to dry, so it's probably not overly muddy. I would have liked one last look at the creek water levels to see if they're noticeably higher or not from the final rains. Last time I went, they were a little higher, so at there are different levels depending where in the creek I'm looking. So at some of the lower points in the creek, there are some lower banks that kind of form a shelf. So they're still a bit of ways down below the road level. So, but they kind of flatten off in the shelves, and then the shelves come back closer to the road, and then if the water level was to fill up again or continue filling up, it would have to start filling up closer to the road. So if we did get serious flooding issues, the creeks would have to fill up quite a bit more, assuming that they don't erode a bunch of stuff above the banks or the shelves. But I think it's okay. But anyway, yeah, I think days before, I noticed they hadn't gotten above the shelf yet, and so last time I went, the water level had risen enough that it was above the shelf, so the water level did increase. My guess is by the time I recover and get back to biking, and I'm going to be really out of shape when I start biking again. I'm guessing the water level will have receded a bit. Yeah, I don't actually understand the water systems around here too well. Because there's a fork of the creek that comes closer to my house, and I took a look at that creek a week or two ago. It's probably about 2 weeks ago, and it was pretty empty. So even though the main artery of the creek was, filling up, this fork of the creek was, I think it was just puddles. So I don't even think there was like a direct flowing water yet. It was like so barren. So I don't know. Maybe they have some sort of fork control. So if it does get really overflowed, they can divert the water to these forks and then fill them up. I don't know. Yeah, Scruffy pretty fast. I see a piece of kibble under the balls. I see four, four or five pieces of kibble on the ball. And then on my alternate route, there's another creek. I don't know if it connects directly to the other ones or if it's a completely separate creek. I think it's a separate one. But there's a very high bridge that goes over the creek. So there's the main road, and then they built a separate pedestrian bridge next to it. It's a pretty nice pedestrian bridge. It's fancy looking, has a old wooden look to it. So there are wooden planks that go all across the entire bridge for the pedestrian side. But anyway, yeah, it's quite a bit ways up. So there are full-grown trees below. There's a creek bed, and that creek was bone dry as well. There were like puddles. The last time I went, the puddles finally connected, so it looked like it was actually a continuous stream, but it was very little water. So little water, we couldn't tell if the stream was actually flowing or not. Okay, so Scruffy's done. I'm gonna get up. I want to go in. Hey folks, thanks for watching. See you next time.